being here tonight. We're very excited. I see some very long-term members as well as brand new members. And that's what we're hoping to get everybody connected and hoping to give you an opportunity to learn a little bit more about who we are, what we do, and how you guys can get better involved and maximize your membership. With that, the Lafayette Chamber, we get a question a lot. What do we do? And it means a lot of different things. I'm sure you guys have different answers. Some people think we put on the Art and Wine Festival. We do. Taste of Lafayette. We do. Do we help businesses? Do we advocate? There's a lot of different things that we do, and that's really what we're going to cover throughout tonight. Our main goal is to empower businesses and enrich the community. And that's really where we come from. We partner with our city. We partner with a lot of our nonprofit organizations, the schools, business community, and local officials in that. We started, I want to give you a little background. So you know the Lafayette Chamber and what our branding stands for. We started in 1947. So we will be celebrating our 77th anniversary next month. And we're very excited about that. We're nearing 700 members. We're very strong, stronger than obviously we've been in years, so it's amazing. We have a very tight group of members and board members and ambassadors, and we're so excited to see some of you guys come on board and join us. I would like to call out, we were playing around with today a few things with our members. Being that we started 70 years ago, we found a lot of members that have been with us over 60 years. We have 17 members that have been with us over 50 years. And I want to show you, just so you guys know the longevity of it. You come in, people are here for a year or two, you want to keep building. We get excited about the 10-year anniversaries, the 30-year anniversaries, the 40. But it starts at the beginning with taking the step and joining us, and we're very appreciative of that. But if you do take a look around town, you'll see Diablo Foods, and you'll see Big O Tires, and Orchard Nursery, and Lafayette United Methodist Church. They've been with us a very long time, well over 60 years, so we're very excited about that. Blodgett's, dare I not forget, Gary Blodgett at the other end of town, as well as Petter Law Firm here in town, and they've added partners in that. But those are also staples, and as you're building your business, one of the big things is reach out to our members that have been with us a long time. If you're looking for an email introduction, reach out to any of our staff and we can explain that and do introductions. One of the things, as you can see up here, which we're starting with, my least favorite picture, but we're starting with this picture of our staff. For those of you who have not had an opportunity to meet some of us, you will get a couple of us tonight. Rebecca, hopefully most of you have met Rebecca. She's our membership engagement coordinator. And Holly Sonny is our communications director, and she'll be up here shortly. And Louisa Miles might still be at check-in, or she popped, oh, there she is, she just popped in. Thank you, she does a lot of our project coordination and office administrator. And then we still have Linda Carlson, who is our financial administrator, and Ginny Quell. If you haven't had a chance to meet her, and if you're involved in any of our events, you'll start hearing from her. She does a lot of our event coordination. We're very lucky to have 6 members on staff. You will notice we do have a lone man up here who has left us last year. Went looking for Nemo, sort of. He ended up following the dream of what most of you are doing. He opened up his own business here in Orinda, our neighboring town, and runs a fish aquarium store. He's kind of following his passion, which is, I think, why most of you get into business, is to follow your passion, either to help people, to build something, design, and etc. I think that, let me go to my next slide. This kind of talks a little bit more about us being a volunteer organization. As I said, we started in 1947. It goes back to our mission statement of promoting and maintaining a healthy business climate and to preserve and enhance the quality of life. As I said, we're really about empowering businesses and enriching the community. It all comes back to that. One of the things with enriching the community, as we do have these signature events that I started with, like Taste of Lafayette and Art and Wine and our Res Run for Education, they're really great ways to bring the business community together with the school community and our nonprofits. And we have been able to, through the events, be able to give a lot of money back over the last so many years. So this year alone, as you can see from the slide up here, we were able to give back $45,000 to our local schools and nonprofit organizations from the Art and Wine And then we took a jump with Res Run for Education, and once again, we were able to give back $48,219.71, like that. But I think what I wanted to do, which I'm not sure there is a slide on here, and I'm gonna, before I go, is the value of the chamber. We're gonna cover even more of that, but one of the things that goes together with the giving back is over the last 5 years, we were able to tally everything up with giving to our schools and our nonprofits, and it comes in at $299,971. That's significant, and it's a really nice thing that we're very proud of. And it's all of our chamber members, it's our board, our ambassadors, our volunteer organization, like I said, our communication with our schools and everyone else, but it's something we're really proud of. So I just want to give you a broad range of what you've joined and what you're putting your faith in. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Katie Santos, who is our president this year. So thank you.
Bless you. Bless you, bless you. Could have been me. Thank you all for coming tonight. I know everyone's got family and sports and things like that, so I appreciate that you came. And you are the people that will really get the most out of your membership because you came to events like this. I want to introduce the board members that I have here, but before I do that, I want you to know that we are all a resource for you. It's not just this big nebulous chamber per se, but each one of the board members and each of you with each other are resources for each other. We just had our women's group 1 year anniversary yesterday with a gathering of close to 60 women. So, and there was much conversation. I had to leave a half an hour after it was over with, and the conversations were still going. So we're all in this together, finding resources from each other. That's what I feel this chamber in particular offers us. So I want to introduce some of the board members that are here with us, and I'll start with Kathy Merchant, if you can just raise your hand. Kathy's been with us for a long, long time and comes from the nonprofit world, but has great wisdom and understanding of how this chamber runs. And I couldn't do this without her. And then we have Travis Johnson in the back, who is heading up the Art and Wine Festival. No small feat, so if you want to volunteer and have some fun with the Art and Wine Festival when it comes around, you may do that as well. Then we have Dawn Tatson in the back as well, who keeps us apprised of everything that's going on behind the scenes up in Sacramento that maybe they don't necessarily want us to look behind the curtain about. Dennis Garrison, who runs Oakwood Athletic Club and has been with the chamber for many, many years as well. Huge benefit to all of us that are on there that are sort of newish on the board. I'm newish 22 years, maybe, something like that. And then I know that John McCormick was here, but I'm having troubles. He had to run, okay. John McCormick served as our president during COVID, so for 2 years in a row. I'm hoping that doesn't happen to me, but I'll do it if I have to. But he really did a great job stewarding us through the whole COVID situation. I want to just pause and put a pin in the fact that, oh, and Wendy, sorry, Wendy, hi. No glasses, and Christina Alba. Wendy Tammons runs Clocks, etc. That's been in business since 1976. So, and a chamber member since 82, you said yesterday? 93, okay. And then Dr. Christina Alba that runs Rivulet Chiropractic. She's also on the board. And just to add a little flavor to this, I brought Christina into coffee at my business, and I said, you know, you should consider joining the chamber. And she did 10 years ago. And then she did the same for someone else who was at the women's group yesterday. So it's all of us working together to get the chamber strong. But I want to talk about the 3 initiatives very quickly that I want to talk about or focus on for this year, and that's supporting businesses to grow, expand, get over the hump, whatever it is that you're facing in the coming year. That's top of mind. Also to grow the chamber. We are a business, so we want to grow the membership. But lastly, to create awareness not only with all of you, but with the community itself of, like Sarah talked about, the value of the chamber and its relationship with the city and its relationship with the schools. And that relationship with the city is really helpful for businesses like yours. And speaking for mine in particular, when we had to close down, the relationship that I had with the city to help us through that process of extricating ourselves from the lease and all of that was invaluable. So with that, I'm going to toss it over to Rebecca. Thank you.
Okay. Hi everyone, how's it going?
Good.
Good. You guys having a good evening so far?
Yes.
Awesome. So I was really excited to help organize this event. As somebody who, one, is the member engagement coordinator, I've been able to meet with a lot of you individually or at different mixers or events and things like that, but I have a huge passion for business owners and organizations as an entrepreneur myself, and having been in business for over 10 years myself. I have a huge heart for helping business owners and seeing them succeed. So this has been so fun to just support all of you and continue to see you guys thrive. So I have a few notes that I just kind of want to go over about tonight, and specifically about the value of membership. So all of tonight, if you've met with me, we have a lot of like new members that just joined within the last month, last 6 months. So we've met one-on-one and we've talked a little bit about the different benefits of being a member and different ways you can get involved, and you'll hear a little bit of that tonight. The thing that I kind of want to focus on for tonight is more the value and really the why behind why you're going to be a part of the chamber, whether you're a prospective member or you're a new member. Just understanding like what is it that I'm looking for and why am I here, because then that really helps you understand where to really dive in and where to really connect. So I don't know if everyone got one of these, but if not, they're on the front table. It's an action sheet. I'm all about action and putting, legs to the things that you want to see happen. And so the first thing on there is, what is my why? And so I want you guys just to ask yourself, what is it that I'm looking for, and why do I want to be a part of the chamber? I put that on there first because a lot of times people ask, there's a lot of things to do. There's a lot of events to be a part of. There's a lot of committees to join. There's so much available, and it can get a little overwhelming if you don't know your why, if you don't know what it is and what season of your business you're in, and what you're actually looking for. So that's kind of where I want to start and have people asking themselves that. I would say the majority of reason why most people do join the chamber is the top 3 is expanding their network. So being able to come to different events, meeting key people, meeting power partners in business, meeting new clients, referring people, utilizing other members as a resource for yourself if you're looking for other services. The second one is community connection. I think here in Lafayette, we're so community driven and so relationship oriented. It's such a tight knit community. And so being able to get involved and finding ways to get connected, whether that be with your spouse or with your kids, and just wanting to really just be involved and be known with the community and really having a place where you feel like you belong. The third one is to give back. So you're going to hear from some committees after me who are going to talk a little bit about different ways to volunteer, different ways to get involved. But that's also a huge reason. There's sometimes people are not really looking to get new business client, but they're actually like, I just want to give back. I just want to support the community, and I want to volunteer, and I want to serve because this is where I grew up. So those are some of the top reasons why people typically join the chamber. I like to say when I'm meeting with people that the membership is a partnership. You really get what you put in. I always tell people, see being a chamber member as part of your business strategy. It's a tool, it's a resource. So again, you're going to hear a lot of different ways. When Holly comes up and starts talking about communication and social media, and then you hear some of these committees talk, it's going to be a lot of information. But really looking at, where am I at in my business? What am I really looking for? Am I looking to grow? Am I looking to find more clients? Am I looking to find referral partners? And then that will really tell you where you should really dive in and go deep. So that's really what I want to kind of have you guys start with before we go into all the specific details, because there'll be a lot of information. And you have that action sheet to be able to take a few notes and have some action items that when you leave here tonight, you can think about, what am I going to move forward on? What am I going to take action on? What events do I want to go to next? Things like that, okay? So the next person I'm going to call up, or actually the next people I'm going to call up, are all the people who are going to speak on the committee. So we have Travis, Kathy, Christina. Go ahead and come all up. We're going to have you guys line up. Dennis, David Bennett, Corinne, Matt, Alan, and Wendy.
Stay as close to the front as possible.
So you guys can scoot up as close as possible. Yeah. And then I'll close.
So go ahead and stand in the line, guys. There you go. Yeah. No, that's good. That's great. So, testing. Okay. So we have a lot of subcommittees within the chamber. A lot of them are, some committees are specifically for events. Some of them are for groups that we meet on a monthly basis. So we're gonna have everyone go down and just take a couple minutes to share a little bit more about their committee and how you can get involved. And they'll also be here at the end for questions if you have them, okay?
So I'm Kathy Mergent. I'm chair of the Green Committee. And before I say my piece, I just want to say that Katie introduced Don Tatson sitting back there. Well, you are in the Don Tatson Community Hall because Don, after 33 years on City Council, was so instrumental in getting this library built. So kudos to Don, who continues to be active. So how many of you are familiar with Kermit the Frog from the Muppets? Well, I think most of you are. Do you remember his theme song? It's not easy being green. Well, that's what a lot of businesses say also. So we at the Chamber are here to help you in as many ways as we can. So we partner at the county level, at the city level, with all the organizations that are already doing a lot of green recycling and environmentally positive steps. So we're here to help you. If you really want to hit the green ball out of the park, there is the Contra Costa Green Business Network, and they have a tool where you can do an internal self-evaluation in great detail at all kinds of activities that are related to the environment. And then they will certify you as a green committee, and we do have some in Lafayette that have gone that far. We are developing a checklist. We're updating one that we've had in the past that has a lot of very usable, easy to access steps that you can take to become green. And that will be online. Holly was over there a minute ago. She's our fabulous website and communications person. And she's there to help put any information that you have of green steps that you've taken on our website. Because our goal really is to be educational and to be a conduit to resources in the community. And we're there to answer questions. We are also there to look at new technologies that come along. We just met recently with a foodware group, and they prepare, they have containers that restaurants can use to give you your takeout. Sorry, my insulin is acting up just a little here. And so the other part is we have a newsletter, and we're going to have a corner that's going green. There'll be tips in there. There'll be resources. If you do something in your business that's green and positive, just let us know, and we might be able to highlight the steps that you've taken. So we are really happy to have you and to help and answer any questions. If we don't know them, we can put you in touch with the resources where you can find them. Cool. Thank you.
Go.
Hi everyone, my name is Corinne Camara and I'm the chair of the women's group, the Lafayette Business Women's Group. And last year I stood here and explained to everybody what the women's group was because it was new and we hadn't had our first meeting. So that first meeting happened last year and we had 15 people and it was great. And yesterday we had 60. So it's growing really fast. And so the premise of the Lafayette Business Women's Group is to create community. And it's for everyone. Men are invited, because I know a lot of men are invited. You can come too, but it's mostly a lot of estrogen. So if you're comfortable with that, you're welcome to come. And essentially, we alternate days. So we alternate mornings because not everyone could come to evening events, and so we have morning events. Like yesterday was a morning event. So every other month we have a morning, and then it alternates to evening. And this year we're also introducing member-only events. So if you're a member of the chamber, we're gonna have just nice little fun events, social events to really incite social growth. The whole idea of this group and why I started it is because being an entrepreneur is quite lonely. And also as a woman, not my experience, most of my clients, because I'm an acupuncturist, is that you're a mom, you're a wife, you have children, there's not a lot of time to really just talk about your business, feel supported about your business, but also meet new friends. It's hard to meet new friends as an adult. So it's a really nice way to meet friends. Me and Rebecca became friends through the chamber. Me and Christina became friends through the chamber. Pretty much a lot of my friends came out through the chamber. Like I have friends that ask me, how do you meet new friends? I'm like, join a chamber. I enjoyed this chamber. So it's a really great community of women. I definitely feel like if you're not part of the Lafayette Chamber, this is probably the best chamber, probably in the Bay Area. But at least in this area, at least in Costa County, it's a really fun chamber. And the people on the staff are wonderful. And yeah, so if you have any questions, I have to run because I have a client, but Rebecca knows a lot of the details, and you could always email me. You can find me on the chamber. If you put in Corinne, you can find my information. I'm happy to answer any questions.
Exiting.
I'm Wendy Tamus, and my husband and I own Clocks, etc. And I'm very excited. I'm the new chair of the new retail committee that I wanted to start in the chamber, and they were very supportive of that. And the goal of this committee is to have events to bring customers to the downtown, to make them excited about shopping in Lafayette. And we're going to be having our first meeting very soon to brainstorm ideas. And we're hoping to have our first event in the second quarter. So I'll have more to say next year after we have it going.
Hi everyone, I'm Alan Koenigsberg. I am actually a part of two different companies and organizations right now. I run a digital marketing agency called Agile Digital Marketing, which is a nationwide HubSpot solution provider company and doing all kinds of fun things related to digital marketing. And then as of 5 months ago, I am the executive director and executive pastor at Moraga Valley Presbyterian Church in Moraga. And I also oversee the on-site director for the nursery there, which is ages 2, 3, and 4. So I have the privilege and the blessing of being able to watch all these little kiddos go by, all day long, and it's just, it's energizing and it's tiring at the same time. Very sympathetic to parents. Anyway, I am the co-chair actually, of the nonprofit group, which is a new group within the Lafayette Chamber. So wanted to give you a few details about it, and maybe Rebecca can help me if I miss anything here, just as far as dates go and such. But let me first say Jocelyn Annan is my co-chair for this, and she is the major gifts director for Contra Costa and Alameda Food Bank. So you have two chairs with nonprofit experience. She has way more than I do, although my digital marketing company has served nonprofits for more than 20 years. Our mission is sharing knowledge and building together. And we're going to be meeting quarterly throughout 2024, starting Thursday, March 28th at 8 a.m. at East Bay Health from, I get these times right, 9 to 10:30? Or 9:30 to 10:30?
8 a.m.
8 a.m., okay, so 8 a.m. to 10:30. So we would be excited, and I would ask you to spread the word, about this. There's over 95 nonprofit members in the Lafayette Chamber, and the purpose is really to give everybody an opportunity to connect and share ideas. And whether it's around Giving Tuesday, whether it's around technology, for a nonprofit, or whether it's just advancing the mission of the nonprofit. We're here for you. So that's really why this was created, and I'm super excited about this and doing it with Jocelyn. Thanks.
Hey everybody, my name is Matt Boone. I am one of the co-chairs for our Young Professionals Committee. Pardon me, my co-chair John Panetta had a conflict tonight. But we run monthly networking events. We just moved it to the first Thursday of the month, so our next meetup is going to be on March 5th at 5:30. It's just nice, casual after drinks. We've got after work drinks. We've got appetizers now. We've kind of leveled up this year. But it's a really just fun way to meet other people. We are the young professionals, but really our tagline is for the young and the young at heart. We really try and promote a kind of cross dialogue with new entrepreneurs, new businesses, and in addition to some of the more established professionals in the area. I got involved in it from one of my former bosses who kind of threw me into the chamber, and a lot of the people who come to these events are just other employees of businesses who are learning, making connections. I've made a ton of personal and professional connections that have helped my business. The chamber at large has helped my business incredibly, just being a part of this community and all the knowledge and the wealth that comes from being involved in the Lafayette Chamber. So yeah, every month we have those. We also have some quarterly educational events too, all of which is blasted out on all of the email and text alerts. So if you want to come, we'd love to have you, young and old, and everywhere in between, coming out. Put it right down on your sheet right now. Which subcommittees you want to get involved in? The young professionals. We're fun, I promise.
Hi, everybody. My name is Travis Johnson. I've been in the chamber for 15 years. I'm going on my 15th year. And before we talk about the committee, that I'm on the Art and Wine Festival committee, but the thing that really got was being a chamber member and the things that it actually did for me. And what it did was a resource. I had problems with my business, problems I had to solve, problems I didn't know how to get solved on my own, but I knew there was somebody else out here who had a business. They went through the exact same problem that I did. So I viewed the chamber as a resource to help me solve my problems. And the more I would talk to other business owners, my problems were not my own. Everybody had the same problems. And the moment that I was verbal about those problems and I was talking to other people and things like that, it's behind my back, it got easier. I was able to talk. I couldn't talk to my friends about it. They weren't, business owners. They didn't know about, payroll and HR and insurance and all that stuff. Other chamber members did. And that was the most valuable thing to me, was getting out there with other business owners that were gonna talk, collaborate. Hey, you got a guy who does this, I'm gonna help you hook you up with this person. And it wasn't just shaking hands and giving them my card. Sure, I always went into the chamber parties, if you will, the mixers, with a stack of cards and a happy hand to shake with, but I was really looking to figure out who do I want to talk to help me solve the problem I want to solve right now. And that was the coolest part about being a chamber member. Everybody has problems. As a business owner, you have problems. Everybody does. So we're going to figure out how to do that. We're going to figure out how to fix it. And everybody is a resource. And I want to plug one special one was Mike from SCORE. Are you here? Yeah. Is he here today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He's your new best friend, okay? SCORE was an amazing resource for me. Legal matters, HR, stuff that I didn't really think about. I own a construction company, so I wasn't really hip to labor law and things like that. But there's a bunch of lawyers that he can say, call this person. So I have called SCORE many times over the years, and they have helped me big time, helped me solve those problems that I had as a business owner. And it's been nothing but great stuff. So we're problem solvers. We're talking about committees and we want your time and your energy, but we also want to help solve problems. That means your business will be around a lot longer, you'll be a much more thriving business, and you'll help the other businesses and the chamber. It's a two-way street, it works really well. But you gotta be verbal about it. Don't be ashamed of whatever problems you got. Bring it out, we'll talk about it, we'll figure out an answer. Now on to the party. Lafayette Art and Wine Festival. Every year we have the Lafayette Art and Wine Festival, and it's the big party of Lafayette. Downtown shuts down and 80,000 people show up. It's wine, it's food, it's bands, it's music, it's art, it's all kinds of stuff. And it takes a small army to get it going. I mean a small army. We've already started committee meetings. We've already got people that need ice and water and garbage and promotions and signs and all kinds of stuff. It takes an army. It's all volunteer and it benefits everybody. So the Art and Wine Festival is an amazing way. If you don't know what to do, you don't know what your skill set is, doesn't matter. Come just say, I want to be a part of this. I've got hours from here to here on this day and that. Guaranteed we have a job that you can come and do something really exciting with. It's a lot of fun. It's my favorite weekend of the year. My family loses me for 3 days straight. I'm looking like a zombie at the end of it, and I love it. It's absolutely a blast. Art and Wine Festival, come.
Put this behind my back?
No.
Yes.
So I'm Dr. Christina Alba of Rivulet Chiropractic, and as Katie alluded to, I've been a chamber member for 10 years. And the way I see the Chamber of Commerce is you guys, so I'm reflective of you. I'm dressed as a chamber member. You're all dressed up as chamber members. And the committee that I'm a part of is membership. And Rebecca spearheads that along with Jocelyn. And the cool thing about membership is you are doing exactly what you need to do. You're here. You're curious. You're wondering, how does this work? How can I be involved? Do I want to be involved? What does that mean? So always ask us. There are no silly questions, as Travis talked about. There's lots of things when you're starting out a new business. And please, if you don't know the answer, maybe one of us can find that, because you're tapped into all these different members who are online. You find them through the amazing website that Holly put together, all the different resources. You'll see me online here and there asking questions, looking for so-and-so. Okay? So you're doing the wonderful thing of being in membership. So, quiz time. How many members does the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce have? Don't answer yet. A, 400 current Lafayette Chamber of Commerce members. B, 500, or letter C, 650. So on the count of 3, you're all going to yell out the answer. 400, 500, or 650. 1, 2, 3. 650. Good. You guys are so educated. This is great. So do we rest on our laurels there? No, we can grow this. Just because something's working and there's a system, you can always tweak it. So being part of membership allows you to be a part of that. Like, how can we get members to join? What kinds of members? Can we diversify our member base? Are they always brick and mortar? No, there's a lot of members that are off of Mount Diablo Boulevard. They're not even in Lafayette. They're in other parts of other cities, and they work from home. And who are these people? So if you get involved, it's a great way to kind of problem solve in that sense. So 650 and growing strong. Thank you.
Hi, my name is David Benet, and I'm an ambassador with the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce. I'm actually in 8 chambers of commerce, but I'm an ambassador for Lafayette. And being an ambassador is many things. First of all, it gives me the opportunity to reach out to members first, usually. We can call them and say, hey, just want to introduce yourself to the chamber, invite you to things, say, hey, we're having a mixer coming up here, or there's the new, or not new, women's networking. It's over a year old. Now, as an ambassador, you're a volunteer. I know a little bit about volunteering. I am a volunteer coordinator for my job, Mobility Matters. So what do you do as an ambassador? You help out with stuff like this. you go to events. But one of the best things is when you're at one of their mixers, you have one of these badges and people know you're an ambassador. If you're just coming into a chamber mixer and you're like, oh my gosh, who are these people? There's a lot of people. I don't like people. What do I do? Find a chamber ambassador. We're here to help out. We know a lot of people and say, hey, I'd like to, this is my business. I'm looking to connect with these people. And chamber ambassadors will guide you and say, hey, you know what? You should meet this person over at Oakmont, or you should meet this person at the nonprofit Alliance, you know? So we're here to help out and basically just be networkers. We help you network and tell you what's going on with the chamber and actually just have a good time. And that's what we do as ambassadors.
I do want to point out, he meant to say Oakwood. Oakmont is where you're going to die, Dave. The fact that I'm still here is a good sign. By the way, we've been trying to help Travis with his problems for 15 years. We are making progress, I think.
No, you're not.
By the way, don't believe that stuff about anybody can go to the Oak Groves. The last 5 times I've gone in there, they've looked at me like, so not us old guys can't go to that. Our last major fundraiser of the year, not our last event, but our last major fundraiser of the year is the Lafayette Run for Education. Most of you have touched bases with that somewhere over the years. This year it's on Sunday, October 20th. I've been told that we will start taking sign-ups for that on April 1st. Okay, so don't worry about missing a spot. Last year we had 2,240 runners, according to Sarah. Our goal is always 2,500, depending on the weather. We get close to that. This year, I think we will raise more than $50,000 for the schools, which is the purpose of this run. It's a community event. It brings the community together, people from outside the community. But the purpose is to raise money and get participation from the schools. There's a health fair the morning of this, so you can get in. If you have a health-related company, you want to have a booth, we have spots for that. There's always sponsorship opportunities. Always sponsorship opportunities. There are volunteer opportunities. Pardon?
Sponsorship that we can afford.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Or...
Absolutely. How much would you like to bid on the first one? You name the amount, we'll make up the sponsorship.
I like that.
You can get your name on the back of the t-shirt, on the arm of the t-shirt, on a poster, on the booth, you name it. We'll find a spot for you. One thing you can count on the Lafayette Chamber, we'll always take money. Always. And volunteer opportunities, the staff does most of the hard work until the day of the event. Most of it's done, people sign online, the staff is great at that, and for several months they do the work. The day of the event, we need a lot of volunteers. We need people, believe it or not, who are willing to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and put out traffic signs. And we're normally done by noon. It's a great event, a lot of people come, there are 2,200 runners and probably another 300 people who just come to participate and see what's going on. And we have competitive runs, 5K, 10K, fun runs, 5K, 2-mile walks. A few people who pay and just stand around and watch and don't actually do anything, but they will always take their money. And the schools are very actively involved, and it's a good chance to see a lot of the organizations from the local schools. Okay?
Thank you, guys.
Oh, I forgot one thing. I'm the co-chair. The other co-chair is Brian Aiello, who could not make it tonight. So you're asking yourself, how would I recognize Brian Aiello when I see him? He's a very tall guy, and he always smells like Old Spice.
Inside joke, don't worry.
Okay, so next up we're going to have Holly.
Very good.
I don't know how I can follow that. It is very interesting to see what our volunteers, our board, and our ambassadors say about the chamber.
Yeah, so
right? Okay. I have a lot of apps open on my phone. Okay. Right now I have the photo app open, so let's take advantage of it. Woo! Exercise those facial muscles. Woo! Thank you for joining us today. Camera's out. I just saw that. Camera's out. That's good, because I'm gonna make it easy for you. Scan the QR code and you'll get a version of that page that's going to list all our social media channels. I think all of them. I might have missed one, but that was okay. All our social media channels. It also, on page 2, it's a PDF where you can click right to the social media channel. On page 2 is actually instructions on how to log into your chamber profile and register for events. So as soon as I'm done with my little Holly's Hacks session here, Luis is going to show you that part. So very important. Oh yes, and there's printouts in the back, which also has a QR code for you to use. Okay, lost my place. All right, besides 3 websites, a text messaging system, all the social media channels that you saw, we actually send email newsletters out, and I would be surprised if you did not get an email newsletter from me this week, because typically we send 1 member newsletter out, and this week we sent a bunch of event newsletters out, and once a month we have a nonprofit email blast and an arts community email blast. Last year, per Constant Contact, it said I sent 164,000 emails. Don't worry, it wasn't all one person. But I do think that our open rate in Constant Contact at 60% shows that our members want to know what is going on. They understand that this is probably our #1 communication tool. Comes in your inbox. It shows all the latest and greatest news. It has all the links so you can sign up for things, know what's going on. So when that newsletter comes through, please open it. It is our #1 communication tool. Like I said, we have a member email blast that goes out once a week. The community can also sign up for other email blasts. So you're welcome to share this with community members, even colleagues, partners, etc., who would like to join us for Young Professionals, Lafayette Businesswomen, Coffee with the Mayor, which is our Zoom coffee with community partners, which tomorrow is the mayor. We'll have different community partners throughout the year. It's a Zoom event, so a great way for businesses to interact and find more about the city and our county, etc. We also have, if you're interested in volunteer opportunities or you know someone that's interested in volunteer opportunities, they can sign up. On the website, it's on every single page at the bottom. You can't miss it. Just scroll all the way down, and there it is. Sign up for an email blast. Just more quick stats. Last week's email blast had 62% open rate, and our February-March arts also had a 63%, and shows how many people it was sent to. Websites. We have the main chamber website, also maintain the festival website, and the Res Run website. Per our nifty little Google Analytics, it says the chamber website got 82,000 views last year. And top pages are, of course, the home page, and then our most popular events. The festival's not listed on here because the festival is its own website, which Google told me that we had 122,000 page views last year. Most of these views come in September, of course, because you're like, when is the online festival? Is it gonna rain? Yeah. No, it's not gonna rain. No, it's not gonna be smoky. Everything's always perfect, and but festival information is posted on LafayetteFestival.com. Facebook. We actually have 4 Facebook pages. Really quickly, over 3,000 followers on the chamber site, over 7,000 followers on the festival site. Experience Lafayette CA Facebook page is a partnership with the chamber and the city. And actually, Suzanne Erla's here, and we're going to sneak her in after this too to give an explanation more about Experience Lafayette website. And then the Facebook
we also have a Res Run page. We have two groups, Lafayette Young Professionals and Lafayette Businesswomen. You're welcome to join any of these groups, whether you're able to attend or not. Instagram. If everyone here liked our page or told their friend to like our page, I get 4,000. Come on. Ironically, I was in the library for a social media talk by our consultant that we had years ago, Robin Fox, when we turned 1,000 Instagram followers. So wouldn't it be so cool if we did it today to 4,000? Come on. It's okay. But we did just reach 3,400 in Lafayette Festival and ready and gearing up for the festival this year, which I don't think I told you is September 21st and 22nd. It is the third weekend this year. Sometimes it's not. Okay. So now you see that we have followers. So how do we get your followers? So I have something that I call Holly's Hacks. I'm going to show you really quick and easy some three of my hacks. First, set up notifications. Second, engage. And 3, follow others. So I know you're all running businesses. You all have problems you're trying to solve. Quickly and easily, how can you up your numbers and get your 4,000 or 5,000 or more followers? So the first thing I want to show you is when you, on this very first, maybe? Oh, here it is. This very first screenshot of my phone is looking at the Instagram profile for Lafayette Chamber. See, you can see we're almost at 4,000. But the arrow is actually pointing to this little bell right here. That's how to set up notifications in Instagram. So why would you set up a notification? You don't have time to scroll through everybody's stuff. If you have a neighbor, a partner, a business that you want to watch, or common things that you want to keep track of, like the Lafayette Art and Wine Festival or the Lafayette Chamber of Commerce, set them a notification. So with your notifications then on your phone, you can then get the notifications showing up right on your phone. You have lots of different options, but that little bell in the upper right-hand corner on anyone's profile will let you choose what you'd like to see. Okay? Notifications. And the last one is the same thing on Facebook. So this was my settings in Facebook. You can go to notifications right there. So that's the first of Holly's hacks. The second of Holly's hacks is now that you know when the chamber is going to post, when you get that, look, the chamber just made a new post. You can take a look at it. Many of you have actually had new member posts. This is Kate. Kate has a cottage business out of her home here. Absolutely fabulous blueberry chocolate chip muffins and granola that I believe is going to be sold at Diablo Foods very shortly. So we posted her picture, and as with all new member posts, we say welcome, and then we link her Instagram profile right there, or if it's on Facebook, we'll link on Facebook. If it's on Instagram, etc., we'll link on there. So get the notification, you go to the post, follow Kate. First, like the post, you put comments, and then you go to Kate's Instagram profile and follow her. So in this case, you're following other members. Well, what's going to happen? She's going to get notified that someone followed her. And are they going to follow you back? Probably. So that's the whole partnership and the collaboration here. So when you see new members, like and follow them, comment, be their friend right here on social media. And then when you see them in person, you'll be like, muffins! Yeah. So, and we know the concept. Okay, so how do you quickly follow people? So who do you follow? Do I have to go? You can actually go through all the chamber's social media. Almost every other one is a new member, because you're pretty popular out there. But you can also go into anyone's profile, and at the top you can actually click on the followers or the following. So this one's Instagram, and this one is on Facebook. So you can see, so you can go into Lafayette Chamber social media, click on who we're following, and you can scroll down and decide then if you want to follow people. So the blue means I need to go in and follow them. So just very quickly and easily follow other people, comment, like, share, and then they'll follow you. And look at that, we made connections. Again, QR code. 4,000? Yes, yes. Okay.
We need 2 more people right now. 2 more.
2 more people? Nice. Okay. So now I'm going to pass it on to Louise Miles, who is chamber staff, and she's going to discuss on the website how you can engage and what's important to put to have on our website. Doesn't always work. How do you do it? Should just be.
Okay. And then just.
And this one.
Okay. All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Louisa Miles. I've been with the Chamber since about May and just loved every minute of it. Love meeting people like you. I've been an Oakwood member for about 22 years, and now I get to work with Dennis, the owner of Oakwood, so that's kind of fun. So today I am going to talk about your member login and how you can update your profile and how you can sign up for upcoming events. So when you become a member, you will get your member number, which is right there, right around there, and you'll get, you should be able to set up your 2 accounts, for your administrator account and for your representative account. The difference is for the admin login, that is so that you can update your profile, and I'll show you what that means. For your rep sign-in login, that's so that you can actually sign up for our upcoming events. Let's see. So this is a sample of one of our members. It's the Cancer Support Community. And so as you can see, you want to make sure that the information is all up to date. You have their website, the address, their phone number, the email. You can, I believe, include up to 4 social media links. You can also include a map of your location, a little blur about what the business does, any news, contacts. You can have multiple contacts. You don't just need to have one. And then you can have the different business categories. I believe it's up to 4. So you're not just stuck with one. And then you can also, if you have any promotions, any job listings, any announcements, you can also add to that. So here's just a sample of a promotion. Here we have this company called Gillum Fitness, and right here he has a promotion, and I believe it's good through the end of the month for a 50-minute free session for chamber members. And if you go back and click on that, then it gets you to this promotions page, and then it gives you more information about that member's promotion.
I have a question.
Yes.
When a new member posts a promotion, does everyone else receive like a notification, or how do people know about a member posting a promotion?
So typically, I believe that would go into our weekly email blast. Is that right, Holly? You would post it.
No one's really notified of it, it just shows on your profile.
But it goes into the weekly. Oh, that's nice. Thank you.
Yes. This is another sample. It's a job listing. Greet Lafayette is one of our members, and Christine, the owner, is one of our is on the chamber board. And they right now are looking for a part-time employee, and so you would just click here, and then there is the part-time position, and you can include a graphic, and you can even share the job. Here's an example of an announcement. The Park Theater Trust is currently looking for, I believe, stories and photographs, especially from the 1940s and 50s. And so if you click right there, then you just get a little blur of, what they're looking for. And that, I believe all of these would be in the weekly email blast. And in addition to updating your member profile, if you have a community event coming up, if your organization or business has a community event, you can add it to our community events calendar by clicking on here, and here are some samples of the community events in February, and then we get a notification when you've submitted a community event, and then we go ahead and approve it on our end, and then it shows up in our website. And that's it. Thank you.
So next up, we're going to have Mike with SCORE just come and talk a little bit about a couple of the ways that you can utilize SCORE as a resource.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Mike Harris, and I'm a SCORE representative. SCORE is a nationwide organization, and as I heard very early, the goals of the chamber here really align with the goals of SCORE. We're here to make small businesses successful and grow and minimize some of the problems you said every business has. And what we do is basically two things. One, we do counseling. And I come over here to the chamber when needed and counsel locally. But we have members throughout the country. We're part of the Small Business Administration. We have members throughout the country. East Bay SCORE, which is the chapter that I belong to, has 60 people like myself that do counseling. All of us are volunteers. All of the counseling is absolutely free. You can contact me if you want to meet someone personally here at the chamber. I'm usually available on Tuesday afternoons. But most of the counseling now has been done since COVID online. So you have access to 60 people in the East Bay and thousands of people throughout the country. Each of us has a lot of business experience. We do all this counseling, like I say, completely free. It can be on any topic you want. Say I'm not a lawyer, but if you wanted to talk to a lawyer and get some legal advice, and again, this is general advice. They wouldn't give you specific answers, but if you had a general question on incorporation or something like that you wanted to talk to someone with legal background, you can talk to a legal person. If you wanted to talk to someone who has a lot of social media background, you can talk to a social media background, which I personally don't have a lot of experience in. So you have access really just any topic you want. We'll be glad to meet you personally here. I will meet you, or you can talk to someone by phone or by Zoom. And if you can't find someone locally, you can talk to someone throughout the United States. You can just go on score.org and find someone throughout the United States. I was talking to someone who's in the farming industry, and we don't have anybody local in our chapter. You can find someone anywhere in the country who can help you out. You can speak to us as many times as you want. Some counselors have had clients over years where every week, every month they talk to them, help them, guide them through, answer their questions. We're not consultants though. We don't do the work for you. What we do is help you learn how to do the work. So besides the individual counseling that we're open to doing, we also run a series of workshops. The workshops cost between $30 and $40 typically, and they're to try to help you avoid problems. We do workshops on various topics, including how to do a business plan, how to do a financial plan, franchising, social networking, how to start a restaurant business, how to run your business better, various parts of marketing and finance. So there's a whole series that we run on a regular basis. So there's a lot of resources there for you. Take advantage of them. There's some brochures in the back if you find it. I'll be glad to meet with any of you, and if I'm not the right person, I'll get you to the right person that'll help you and your business continue to grow and do better.
And finally, we're going to have Suzanne from the city who's going to talk a little bit more about Experience Lafayette.
Hello, my name is Suzanne Erla, and I do work for the City of Lafayette doing communications, and I just need to say that the Chamber is such a wonderful partner to the city, and it's such a great asset to our community, so I definitely encourage you to find a way to get more involved in the Chamber. As Holly mentioned, I was here tonight to talk about the experiencelafayetteca.org website, which is a new shop local directory that the city built last year. So if you have a Lafayette-based business, there's a flyer in the back that has a QR code which will take you to a registration form. Fill out some very simple information, select if your business is in the dining, shopping, or services category, and then fill out, kind of check mark a couple other categories you'd like your business to show up in on that website, and we'll get you on there. So this is an addition to the Chamber's directory and really a way for the city to help amplify local businesses and encourage people to shop local. So if you have any other questions, let me know. Thank you.
Well, thank you guys all for being here tonight. I hope you guys got a lot of information and some action steps to take after tonight. There's going to be a lot of us who are going to hang around a little bit in the back, so if you have any questions, feel free to come and talk to us. So thank you again. Also, one plug for an event that we have actually here tomorrow morning. We have our February business seminar, which is going to be on finance. It's going to be financial literacy and planning. It's going to be in the art and science room, which is on the second level, and it's from 9 to noon. So we have about 6 of our members who are going to be speaking, 2 that have individual sessions and then 1 panel. So I would love to see you guys there if you're able to make it. So thank you. Have a good evening.